Kiwis, stand up.
Now, please welcome the show for bloody good Kiwis across the country.
It's time. Time for,
This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
G'day, New Zealand. Welcome to Daily Bhuja. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon. We've got Lee Hart on lead guitar. We got young Tom on the snare and bass guitar. You've got top radio DJ Jason Hoyt doing vocals for you this afternoon. And the fantastic Petra in Studio B answering all your calls all day long. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there, because I tell you what, we've got a fantastic show ahead. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We've got giveaways. We've got Bhuja Vinaka. We've got the KFC Wheel of Chicken. We've got top content. We've got some great gags. Plenty more chit-chat. All that and more on Daily Bhuja. G'day, New Zealand. Here's Gorillas. Coming out. Gorillas there on Radio Hodaki. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon. Hope you're having a great day, New Zealand. Our good mate Motorhead says, Lee Hart, a fantail just fluttered around me shed, parked itself right above me and shat on my hand. Is the universe trying to tell me something? I believe that's good luck, isn't it? They always say if an animal craps on you, that's really good luck. I don't know why they say it's good luck. I think it's people just trying to make the best of a bad situation. But apparently if a bird craps on you, you're going to have a very lucky day. So there you go, Motorhead.
And that's what they say, isn't it? At a wedding, if you're on your way to your wedding, if a fantail or a bird craps on you, that's a sign of good things to come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, not the same at your funeral, of course. If you're in your funeral and a bird craps on you, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Having a bad day anyway.
Presumably, you'd be in your coffin and that would be closed.
It could be open casted.
Oh, it might be open cast, but you don't tend to do that when you're getting taken to the cemetery, do you? It tends to be closed by then. I mean,
no, not always.
Oh, okay.
No, not always. Okay, often you can have an open casket on the way to the cemetery or while you're getting lowered into the ground.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't use coffins at all anymore.
Yeah, well, no, of course. And actually, we can't as human beings because there's so many of us. We're running out of space to bury people, so cremation is the sensible option, many would argue. Now, listen, maybe you can help Rob in this too, by the way. Hi, guys. Wondering if you or a listener can help. I keep trying to remember the name of the New Zealand TV series that used the Talking Heads song Once in a Lifetime as its theme song.
Can't think. You're probably in it, though.
Well, for the life of me, neither can I. But if anyone does know the answer to that question, can you text us on 3483? We'd love to know the answer.
And any other questions, of course, we're here to help. Text 3483. We're here to make your day that much better. Intro there, of course, Jace.
Yeah.
Playing the Bohemian Rhapsody guitar, which we're giving away later on during that tune.
Yeah,
well, well, the winner will get it eventually.
And can I say it sounded fantastic?
Right around the edges, mate. Won't tune up.
Oh, well, you see, that had a good vibe about it, though. You know, a bit of rock and roll. Let's get into it, boys. How are you, Tom?
I'm
you good?
On that intro, I closed my eyes. I thought I was in Woodstock, mate.
Yeah, man.
Saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I should have got you when I was trying to do the part of Jimi Hendrix. I should have got you just playing in the background just to get me in the vibe of that rock and roll vibe.
So about closing your eyes and just losing yourself, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Forget what the rest of the band is doing.
Yeah.
Just lose yourself.
Hey, don't forget throughout the show, by the way, if we give you a call and you answer Bhuja Vinaka, well, you're in the draw to go to Fiji with Lee, myself, and the Nightwolf.
And later on, of course, we'll be giving away another tool. All you got to do is ring up and
and all we have to do is make sure it's the right tool.
That's right.
Otherwise, we look like tools.
And the KFC Wheel of Chicken, of course, a little bit later on.
I'm aroused. So much going on. In the meantime, here's Filter. It's like when you're making love, right, and your stomach starts gurgling. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, it has.
You know what I mean? And it's like you're in this really intimate, sort of aroused state. Everyone's sort of, well, not everyone. There's only the two of you there, or it can just be by yourself sometimes, of course. But there's someone else, and your stomach starts gurgling.
Yep.
It's kind of like embarrassing. And you
And
kind of
you try to cover it. You try to make noises and that to
you
sort of
kind
cover it up.
laugh it off and stuff. And then if you're actually starting to make love and your stomach's still gurgling, it's just really off-putting.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Have you found that you can't make love because your stomach's doing that? And everyone sort of, I keep saying everyone, I mean you and your partner stop sort of to listen to it.
Yeah, like it happened to me a couple of years back. I recorded being at an Indian restaurant, and you really laid it on because it was the opening and stuff, samosas and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and yeah.
Did you have some onion bhajis?
Yes.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, totally.
Spicy onion bhajis?
Yeah, we had some beside the bed actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you were eating onion bhajis while you were making love?
We couldn't eat it all there.
Right, yeah.
So, you put in the bags for us. I took it back and probably made the mistake of leaving the onion bhaji and a couple of samosas beside the bed.
Yes.
And, that can happen.
It was just one of those intimate sounds. I mean, it shouldn't be embarrassing. It just is embarrassing. Yeah.
Just happened to be that. Yeah.
Did you just get a stomach rumble then, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you got me going.
I think that's actually I think I was hearing your stomach rumbles and recalling the last time I made love, and it happened to me, except you're on radio, I was in the bedroom.
Look, I'm going to a pretty interesting wedding this weekend. You going to that one? You know my great-uncle Jim Rod?
Well, he hasn't invited me, Jim Rod, but I mean, if he invited me, definitely.
It was bloody strange because it's his second time around, of course. And so all kids and everything there as well. But their kids are older than the bride and groom. It's going to be quite a surreal...
So, no, hang on. So Jim Rod's kids are older than him?
No, well, put it this way. Jim Rod's new partner's kids
I see.
are older than him. And his new partner... Her new partner... Her kids... Okay, Jim Rod's new partner's...
Her kids are older than Jim Rod. Yeah,
and,
okay.
And it's the other way around as well.
What do you mean?
Well, Jim Rod's new partner... Jim Rod's kids are older than his new partner's kids. So both sets of kids aren't older than both parents.
So you're saying Jim Rod's kids are older than his partner?
Yep.
And
his partner,
partner's
Sally's kids.
Sally, his partner, her kids are older than Jim Rod.
That's right.
Okay. So...
And one of Jim Rod's kids is seeing one of Sally's kids now as well.
Was he seeing one of Sally's kids before they got in a relationship? Or was it since
No, that
they've
happened
been in a
later. It happened later.
So if Jim Rod and Sally get married,
Yes.
those two can't be...
Yes, they can. 'Cause
Can they?
They're not blood relatives.
Oh, okay. So could they get married?
I can't see why not.
Well, aren't they technically brother and sister?
Well, half brothers and sisters, but this is what's going to be so interesting about the wedding and the
And
speeches
the
and
half
stuff.
brother and sister are older than Jim Rod and Sally.
Relative parents, yeah,
Right.
through marriage. But you know what I'm saying. So Jim Rod's kids, two
Yes.
of them, are older than Sally. Sally's kids are older than Jim Rod.
Okay. I might have to do a bit of maths on this.
It's pretty simple.
Is it?
Pretty simple.
It's pretty simple, Jazz.
Do you get it, Tom?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
follow
explain
it
it to
our
me,
way.
Tom.
Oh, we don't have time. We've got to go to the Foo Fighters.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
What is truth but a dirty black cloud coming out of the blue?
Yes, indeed. Great track. That one, Lullaby The Cure on Radio Hodaki. Now, Lee, I have to agree with the texter who texted in this text. Okay, Lee, I'm used to your stories being hard to follow and decipher, but that last one about Great Uncle Jim Rod makes no sense on any level.
Well, I don't understand.
For those of you that are just joining us, Lee put it was almost like a mathematical equation,
I
wasn't
said
it,
Jim
Tom?
Rod is marrying Sally John, okay? And what's happened...
Sally John.
Yeah, the SJ. So Jim Rod is marrying Sally John.
Yes.
Okay. Sally John's kids
Are older than Jim Rod.
Jim Rod's own kids are actually older than Sally John because they had
Not
the kids
possible.
separately.
Not possible.
Well, Sally John's been married before.
Yeah, well,
the
that's
first
fine.
husband-
But so, how old's Great Uncle Jim Rod?
He's about 78.
How old is Sally John?
About 90?
Oh, no, unless she had kids when she was like 11.
15, I think she was.
Well, that's not possible then.
Why not?
Well, because it's not possible for her to have kids that are older than great uncle Jim
With her
Rod.
first husband?
Well, it doesn't matter when; it's her age. So
No, she was the stepmother of the first husband's kids. And the first husband's kids used to actually babysit Jim Rod. They're all at the funeral the week before, the same funeral.
Whose funeral?
Sally John's husband, first husband.
So Sally John's first husband's children
Peter
are
J.
older than
PJ.
older than Uncle Jim Rod.
Yeah, Peter Jack's kids.
So was Sally John's kids? Was Sally? So Sally John
John and Peter Jack
Right.
had kids.
Okay. Well, wait. Did Sally John have kids with her first husband?
Not through birth. Peter Jack already had them.
Okay, so Peter Jack already had kids.
Yeah. Young
Okay.
kids. And by the time they were 17, Jim Rod was born. And they knew each other then.
Who did?
Well, Jim Rod knew Peter Jack's kids. And Sally Dawn was the stepmother, I suppose.
Given all that, it's not possible for Jim
Just gotta
Rod's
do the math.
for Jim Rod's children to thus be older than Sally
You
John.
should be focusing more on the funeral the week before. That was the real debacle, not this. This is a happy day. It was one of those burials at sea, you know.
Whose burial was it?
Peter Jack's.
Her first husband.
Yeah.
So what? He literally just died, and she was marrying great uncle Jim Rod like a week later.
Well, that's how well they knew each other. It was one of those burials at sea, and they made the mistake of lowering him off the back of the boat.
The gangplank.
Well, the skipper tried to spin the boat round into the wind so everyone could see what was going on, and he got churned up in the outboard on the back of the indoor outboard on the back of the boat. Ended up like a sort of burley bomb going off at the back at the back of the boat. Real, birds started coming in. It was like a big boil up. So I think the wedding is the least of your worries. I thought for Peter Jack.
Nobody ever told her one
Yes, indeed. It is that time, the Bhuja Vinaka time. We're going to sting for that time.
Gone to Fiji Island. Bhuja Vinaka.
Bhuja Vinaka.
All thanks to BG Airways. Welcome to our home.
Let's go
Feel
to
the sun
the.
on my face already. I can just feel it.
Yeah. Let's just call people and see what they have to say, eh? Let's call Rick. G'day, mate.
Hey mate, how are we?
Oh, Rick.
Yeah.
You knew what you need to do, don't you?
So,
You're meant to say Bhuja Vinaka.
Bhuja Vinaka.
Too late, Rick. Too late. But hey, mate, thanks for the call. Hello, call up. Hello.
Bhuja Vinaka.
Oh, who's
Nice.
This is Liam.
this? Liam. How you going, buddy? How's your day going, Liam?
Yeah, good. It's going absolutely wonderful. Just finished for the day. So
Oh, nice.
couldn't be any better than that from a 4 o'clock finish.
Hey, Liam, you'd be pretty keen to go to Fiji with a couple of mates, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
3 or 4 days. Beautiful, mate. Who would you take? You got some mates you'd take or a partner, maybe?
I'd take a couple. Yeah, I'd take a couple of the boys from the flat. I think that'd just put a smile on their face.
Good on you, Liam. Hey, mate, stay on the line and our good mate Petra will sort you out in Studio B. Let's try another caller. Hello.
Bhuja Vinaka.
Oh, who's this?
Johnny.
Johnny, how you going, buddy?
Very good, thank you.
Where are you calling from?
Ashburton.
Ashburton.
Nice.
Nice. Ever been to
long way.
Ever been to Fiji, Johnny?
No.
Beautiful place, mate.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Can I ask you to do me a favour?
Certainly.
Can you pop into the New World in Ashburton there and pick up a box of Wakajangi?
Oh, beautiful.
Sales are going a bit slow there, apparently, so we need to pick them up.
Right. And can Johnny say it's on you? Just
yeah,
keep
probably
Johnny
could.
say that Lee Hart sent him.
Yeah,
Put it on
definitely.
your tab.
Good on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Hey, Johnny, stay on the line, buddy, and Petra will sort you out, mate. Should we do one more?
One more.
Okay. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Oh,
That's 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. Who's this?
Josh.
Josh, where are you calling from, buddy?
New Plymouth, brother.
Good on you,
Nice.
man. You'd like to spend a bit of time in Fiji, no doubt, Josh. I can sort of vibe about you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bloody oath.
bloody oath, mate.
Are you a surfer?
Yeah, sometimes.
There you go. There you go. Bit of surfing over in Fiji. Be nice, wouldn't it? You going to do any diving, Jace?
Oh, yeah. Do a bit of snorkeling and stuff. I don't like tanks, so I just tend to free dive.
Skydive.
Well, free dive. I call it free diving. Often I do it without a snorkel as well. Just drop me in the water and I just go down.
Wouldn't want to jump out of a plane with dive tanks on them, would you?
No, not normally. No. You had that happen to you, didn't you? Didn't you think that you were going on a...
I enrolled in the wrong course.
Yeah. You were going to do a scuba course and it ended up being a skydiving course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one jumping out of the plane in a wetsuit.
Yeah.
But, so,
Bhuja with KFC's Surf Safe Burger Bundle. Finger licking value.
Friends, Ferdinand there, you're listening to Radio Hodaki. The time is 4:43. Someone asked Lee Hart on the text machine, hey Jason Lee, bloody top radio DJs, how do I enter my number to be called for Bhuja Vinaka? Well, my friend, all you do is register at hodaki.co.nz and be ready to answer your phone saying Bhuja Vinaka. If you answer with this greeting, we'll put you in the draw. If not, we won't. There you go.
pretty simple.
Pretty bloody simple. Very simple indeed.
Because they haven't heard the phone dialing, so they're probably wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
Petra next door has been ringing those on our behalf, and then they cut live to us. It's all part of radio. Speaking of radio, someone's texted in, hi guys, I've got a Sanyo radio, doesn't say the model. It's a little bit trebly.
Isn't Sanyo a model?
Yeah, but it doesn't say the actual,
What kind of radio it is?
Yeah,
Okay,
the
yeah.
KV4X1.
Like a tranny or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, you can't tell if they're a tranny.
Pardon?
They're just listening to the show. I don't think they know. We don't know that.
Yeah, well, it could be a tranny is what I'm saying.
We don't know that.
Well, you're right, because they don't specify what it is.
And they're not going to do that, are they? They're not going to go, hey guys, I'm big fan of your show, I'm a tranny, and they're listening to the show a bit trebly and a bit loud.
No, I don't mean the people are a tranny. I mean that the old tranny radio.
Like a mono transistor radio.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the transistor radio.
Okay, I take your point. I think the point I'm trying to make is what you probably want to do if you've got a tone level, normally put that on about 4 to 5 out of 10. If you've got a mid-range dial, about 6 or 7, I would say.
Is this
Just-
tech corner?
No, it's just basically a bit of advice. People listen to our show, and normally, because what volume have you got it on there, Tom, at the moment? On the
Sitting
slider?
on 10 negative dB.
Beautiful. So you just want to put your
What?
radio on about 7. You'll get a good sound.
7 negative dB.
No, just your normal 7 on your dial
For the volume.
for the volume.
I thought
Different
you
on
were
the radio.
I thought you were talking about the
putting out
tone.
radio.
Right.
No, the tone, maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
And the mid-range, 6 or 7. If you want it louder, of course, you'd make it louder just
What
by
am-
turning the volume up.
What am I doing with my antennae?
Well, as long as you're getting a good reception, I wouldn't be touching that.
Okay. But it's
Yeah.
got to be in the ear, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're in your car, it takes care of itself normally if you're on the right station. But this is basic stuff, people. We shouldn't be, wasting our time on the show for, time for good content.
I've actually completely forgotten what his question was.
Well, he just wanted to know how to get a better sound between our two voices.
Oh, right. Okay.
But he texted it in, right? Because
He
you're
texted it
saying
in.
this, but he's not. Is he going to hear that? If he's got the sound off on his, if he's got the
I
sound
think he's
wrong,
hearing it.
might-
He's just not getting very good sound.
Oh, okay. Listen
I'll
to
text it
Tumbra.
back to him anyway.
Yeah, well, I think the issue, particularly with you and I, is we have quite a low register in our voice.
Yeah.
And so in that sense, I'd go 8 on the tone, and I'd probably go 5 or
Yeah.
3, even 3 on the volume.
And I can be a bit croaky sometimes, and it sounds like it's off station
Yeah.
when it's not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So
if you're really desperate, we can probably send someone out. Not today, of course, but maybe the next couple of days, get someone from the office here to come around to your place and adjust that radio for you.
well, no, we can't. Let's be honest. It takes us about 2 days to get someone down here to fix something in the studio. There's no way someone's going to come and turn up and fix someone's tranny.
That's because most of them are probably out there sorting people's radios out.
I could pop out.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just text Tom if you've got issues with your radio, and he'll get your name and address and pop out there, sort it out. Oh, Midnight Oil, beds are burning. Midnight Oil there on Radio Hodaki, Wednesday afternoon. Now, coming up right now, it's Lee Hart's Name That Tune, and the exciting thing about that is it's brought to you this week by Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the original soundtrack in stores on iTunes and streaming this Friday, 19th of October. And Lee is actually playing Name That Tune on an electric Bohemian Rhapsody guitar. And all our winners this week of Name That Tune go in the draw to win that very guitar, Lee Hart, which is pretty exciting.
Pretty exciting, mate. Plus, they get an album.
Oh, and an album, yeah. Hey, and someone says, regards the radio, if you listen to it through a can and string, it adds a certain richness to it.
Okay.
Great tip that. So talk us through what you're thinking of today, mate.
Yeah,
Is that it?
how about this? It's just nice and simple.
We never played this thing, or is that how you
Oh,
announced it?
wait.
You never announced it.
Now it's time for Lee Hart's Name That Tune. Look at you. You were poised and ready to go, weren't you, Tom? No more. One more time. That's enough. If you can name that tune, or you think you know what it is, give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki. Love to hear from you. Beautiful, mate.
From nzherald.co.nz. This is Hodaki News.
Kia ora, good afternoon. Laura Mabbott here with your Hodaki update. Jamie Lee Ross has released his recording of the Simon Bridges chat. During it, Bridges says he wants to use the donation to fund advertising and says he'll talk to the party president, Peter Goodfellow, about it.
Look, I'll raise it with them, but we should probably just think it through. But I mean, it can be in the party, but I do just want to make sure we've got that money to do those sort of things, right?
Petrol Group Waitomo has announced it's expanding to central Wellington early next year. Managing Director Jimmy Ormsby says they've long wanted to offer Wellingtonians a more competitive fuel price, and they'll deliver significantly lower prices for them. And the spin-off of Roseanne, The Connors, has premiered over in the States. Roseanne's absence was explained on the show. She had died from an opioid overdose. That's news. And in sport, around 3,000 Tongan fans have attended their team's open training session at Mount Smart ahead of Saturday's test against Australia. The ground is officially a 26,000-strong sellout, with the Tongan community set to recreate the atmosphere they generated in last year's World Cup. Eastern Conference favourites, the Boston Celtics, have tipped off the NBA season with a comfortable 105-87 win over the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Wellington Phoenix have signed 2 players to complete their 20-strong squad for the A-League season. Aussie fullback Ruben Way and young Kiwi midfielder Callan Elliott have joined the club ahead of Sunday's home match against Newcastle. I'm Laura Mabbott. All the latest news and sport is online at nzherald.co.nz. Auckland weather quite cloudy, a few isolated showers around today as well, getting down to 12 degrees overnight. Tomorrow's looking cloudy, chance of a shower with southwesters, a high of 18.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up. Now, please welcome the show for bloody good Kiwis across the country. It's time for This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
Yeah, sure is nice to have your company this Wednesday afternoon. Oh, what's going on there? Bit of Green Day.
Yeah, that's old Tom mucking up.
That's all right, mate.
Sounds good though, actually, the song.
Well, are you going to play
We'll be
it?
the judge of that, thanks, Tom.
I guess we got to.
Oh, do we have to play it? Well, look. Okay, well, look, we'll play the Green Day. And then we'll get to our callers on the line. Hold the line, callers, and we'll be right there. What a great song this is. Time of your life.
But in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
No, you can't condone that shit.
What, Green Day?
Pardon? Are we back on?
Are you specifically talking about Green Day?
All right.
I mean, if you are, I'll back you up on it. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, okay, then I was.
Okay, great. Hey, before that, I should say, we had Lee Hart's Name That Tune. As always, lots of callers on the line. Let's go to Theo in Auckland. G'day, mate. Theo?
How's it going?
Yeah, good,
G'day,
man.
mate.
Yourself?
Yeah, mate. Tops.
Excellent.
Shout out my brother Sir Bailey in West Auckland.
Yes, sweet. No worries.
Right.
So you're in
Is it,
You're in West Auckland then, Theo?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Cool. All right, mate. Hit us with what you think the tune was.
Is it Purple Haze by Hendrix?
Ooh, Purple Haze. Look, I'm afraid it isn't, mate.
No worries.
No, sorry,
worries.
Theo.
Thanks
You
for
guys
calling.
always, eh?
Yeah,
Thanks
good
for
on you,
calling.
man. Thanks, Theo. Let's go to Sean. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How's life, Sean?
Oh, it's tremendous. Thanks, boys.
You're finished for the day, haven't you? I can tell.
I have. I'm just about home.
Oh, what's for tea?
It's a sausage casserole thing in a hot pot.
Oh, sounds good.
Like the deviled
spicy.
sausages?
Nah, it's a little bit more spicy than just deviled.
Do you go with a bit of mash on the side for that? What do you run with, Tom? Sean?
Most definitely mash on the side.
You wouldn't go couscous, would you?
Oh no, you don't want to go couscous with sausage.
Oh,
you
I've
could.
been known to couscous. I've been known to couscous.
Actually, you could actually.
I'd ban couscous in New Zealand if I could. If I was suddenly the Prime Minister, first thing I'd do would be gone.
What have you got against couscous?
I don't know. I'll just get rid of it.
Sean, can you name that tune?
Well, it sounded mighty similar to Sweet Jane by the Cowboy Junkies.
Very close, actually. It's probably one chord missing, but I'm gonna have to say no on this. Enjoy this couscous, but I'm afraid no.
Oh,
Sorry about
boys.
that, Sean. You've actually made me really hungry, mate. So enjoy your meal. Good on you, mate. Thank you. Let's go to Chris.
Your meal.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How's life, Chris?
It's great. How's yours?
Yeah, good. Thanks, man. Good.
And Chris, what are you doing for meal tonight?
What am I doing for what, sorry?
For a meal.
For a meal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what time I'll get home at the moment.
I'll tell you, give you a good option for you. KFC, mate.
Oh, yeah, KFC. Bit of KFC, Chris.
I'm a wee bit far from KFC.
Hey, do you ever sort of have meals where you use skewers?
Where I use...
Skewers.
Yeah, sometimes. Skewers, yeah.
Yeah, with like the chicken on and maybe a satay sauce.
Good on the barbecue.
Actually, I might have that tonight. Some chicken skewers.
And don't burn your hands.
Okay, mate. Chris, can you name that tune?
Is that the Who, Bubba O'Reilly?
From the Who?
From the Who, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll give you that.
Good song, miss.
Excellent.
Good song.
Yeah, so stay on the line. We'll get all a heap of prizes out to you.
A heap of prizes?
Good.
What do you mean, a heap of prizes? We don't have a heap of... We've never had a heap of prizes.
I'm looking at a heap of prizes right there.
I'm sure petrol will make it all good, though, Chris. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Play a little bit more of that. That first chord coming in.
Great start, eh? Reminds me of another song that starts like this.
Piano.
How rock and roll would you feel on stage doing this, man? Turn it up, Tom. Turn it up! Well, we kind of have to now, surely. Are you able to do that, Tom? Okay, that's all right. I'll tell you what.
Coming in here.
Yeah, we'll listen for a bit longer, just because it's such a good tune.
Out here in the field, I found for my meals.
Neil.
I get my back into my living. I don't need to.
But now it's time for Arctic Monkeys. Oh, g'day. Welcome back to Daily Bhuja. No, I was just seeing someone that was making the comment on the text machine there about playing the song out after Name That
Yeah.
Tune. And look,
we're going to have to talk to Chewbacca about that.
we totally concur with you, my friend, but unfortunately, we just can't, it would seem. Also, people saying, was that half a song? Well,
Technically
it was, but we were just listening to the song a little bit, and thus people got confused.
I would
And-
say-
You think you feel bad for not winning, Name That Tune on half a song? Imagine how the people felt yesterday who got the tool right, who didn't win.
Yeah, and there's still a few people spewing about that. Someone also texts in, just heard Lee Hart say he would ban couscous
gotta go.
if he could. I'm so conflicted. I love Lee Hart, but I also love couscous.
Yeah, look, it's got to go. It's like old man's beard. It's one of these things that if we don't get on top of it, next thing you know, there's going to be there's different types of couscous now as well.
Oh, you can get bigger grains of couscous. But
don't
you know,
need it.
but for me, it's great. You know, you go on a picnic lunch and you have a pottle of couscous, or like a Tupperware container of couscous.
Well,
and
that's not the kind of picnic lunch I want to be on.
Well, that's a great thing as a bed, if you will. So, you've got your chickens and all your veggies and stuff, just chuck it on the couscous. Often what I do is I roast vegetables and mix it through the couscous. And that makes for a really nutritious, healthy meal.
Well, that's the problem with it, isn't it? It sounds too it's just too try hard.
Or you can just mix fresh herbs through it. Your mints, your corianders, your basils. Just mix that through there. Beautiful.
Well, let's do a quick survey. Couscous, should it stay, should it go? Vote yes or no. Yes means it should stay.
Yes.
No means it should go.
So we're doing a vote for
couscous.
Should couscous go? Yes is
yes. Oh, no, hang on.
Okay, look. Are you into couscous? Yes is yes. Are you not into it? Is no.
Okay, but like
Couscous, yes or no?
Can I put this? Can I put this to you? A bed of couscous. In the slow cooker, you've had like a shin or a oxtail or something like that. Something that's meaty and juicy with lots of juices and flavours around it. You spoon that out of the slow cooker, put it on the bed of couscous. Beautiful, mate. Soaks up all those juices. It's granular. It's healthy. I say yes for couscous.
Okay,
Tom, what about
so-
you? You'd like couscous, wouldn't you, Tom?
I do. I actually got to
Thank
agree with
you,
you
Tom.
on this one, Jace.
All right. Well, I'm prepared to be proven wrong here.
But
so
a lot.
yes is couscous is good. No is couscous is bad. Tomorrow we'll discuss hummus. Now look, what else is
I'm
coming
not
up,
a big
Jace?
fan of hummus.
Yeah, hummus is rubbish.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big... Unless it's like a flavoured hummus. Like a sort of sun-dried hummus.
You heard it here first, New Zealand. Couscous and hummus chat. Hey, incidentally, next Wednesday you and I are going along to this... they're honouring us at a Lifetime Achievement to Radio award.
Are
You and
they?
I. Yeah, basically what it is, we've been given Lifetime Achievement to Radio on a part-time basis. So I don't know what that means. It means, I think if we were doing the show from 3 to 7, we would have got just a straight Lifetime Achievement award.
yeah.
But as it stands, we're getting Lifetime Achievement to Radio on a part-time basis, which I think is pretty good.
Oh, mate, I'm stoked. Where's that at? The broadcasting school or something?
No, I think
University?
it's at one of the top hotels.
Okay, nice.
So
Here's
get
Imagine
your
Dragons.
suit pressed.
Yeah, okay, mate.
Will you hold the line?
You might need to say a few words. as well,
Every
say
one
a
of
few
them is
words.
giving up and giving in, tell me, in this house of mine.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Welcome back to Bhuja here on Hodaki. That was for Neil, Tina, Gemma, Scott, Andy, Brenda, Wendy, and Ramon.
Yeah, nice. Couscous chat. An overwhelming majority of people are in favour of couscous.
Yeah, we've kind of moved on from it now, haven't we?
Yeah, we have now. Now listen, Snappy Tools are holding Oktoberfest with discounts, bonus offers, new brands and products.
It's probably the most controversial part of our show.
Yeah, it is. It was a bit of a debacle yesterday, but anyway, to celebrate each day this week, Bhuja are giving away a high Koki power tool thanks to Snappy. Just check the Bhuja Instagram story and be the first person to call into Bhuja and name the tool to win it. Just like that, Tom. It's as easy as that, Tom.
That sounds easy, doesn't it?
Right.
And putting one of our names down doesn't count, okay?
So we'll go to the callers on the line then, shall we? Let's go to Corey. G'day, mate. Corey? Hello, Corey? Oh.
I didn't see a thing, but I'm just going to have to stab in the dark.
Yeah.
I reckon it's a draw.
I'm afraid you're wrong on this occasion. Nice try, though.
Sorry about that, Corey, but you have a great afternoon, man. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Let's go to Mike and Papakura. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How's life, Mike?
Oh, marvellous. Just heading home.
Brilliant.
Not looking like the best day, but hey, it's all good.
Yeah, well, the end of the day is always a good thing. Now, can you tell us what it is? The tool, I mean. Where's he go? What's happened?
He freaked out. I think Mike got the shakes.
What the hell is...
It's the cursed. It's a cursed show.
It's a tough segment.
Let's go to Paul. Paul, g'day, mate.
Yeah, hey, mate. How's it going, boys?
Yeah, very good, Paul. Yourself?
Good, mate. Good.
Excellent. Now, Paul, can you name that tool?
Well, on the story, there's two. There's a grinder and a sander. Which one do you want?
I want the latter.
We want your guess, Paul. Which one do you think it is?
I'm going to go the sander. 50-50.
Is there a particular type of sander it is? We were talking about
orbital, Hitachi.
Yeah,
orbital.
there you go, Paul.
Okay,
An orbital sander.
sander.
Well done, mate. And the great news for you, you've won that orbital sander thanks to Snappy Tools, mate. Brilliant.
Oh, mean. My one's just poked it, so...
Oh, just like that. It was meant to be, Paul. It was meant to be. Now, stay on the line, and Petra will sort out all your details, mate, and make sure that gets out to you. Thanks, Paul.
Imagine what Jesus would have done with an orbital sander back in the day.
Would have shaved the time off a lot of his jobs, eh?
Yeah, absolutely it would have. Would have got a much nicer finish on all his carpentry outside.
TV cabinets.
Not so much the TV cabinets.
Well, it
but
would have been then, but cabinets for stuff.
Yeah. I think wasn't he more sort of outdoor picnic, sort of barbecue sort of furniture?
Bench seats.
Benches and stuff like that?
Yeah, a lot of that stuff. Tongue and groove.
Great at decks as well, actually.
Didn't Yahoo invent tongue and groove? Wasn't he the first one to ever use the technique of tongue and groove?
Well, I think a lot of other people back then were disciples of it, and if you excuse the pun, but he got a lot of the credit, being one of the more high profile carpenters of the day.
Right, okay. Hey, mate, I feel like I need to tell people that it's a Wednesday afternoon, which means if you want to play the KFC Wheel of Chicken, give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki, and you might just get in there. In the meantime, here's Powderfinger.
It's the KFC Wheel of Chicken.
Hell yes, the highlight of the Daily Bhuja week, of course, the KFC Wheel of Chicken. And I believe that we've got Hayden on the line. G'day, mate!
G'day, mate!
How's life, Hayden?
Oh, hiring.
Yeah.
Now, Hayden,
That's a good answer, mate. Good answer.
A bit of background on you and a bit of background on us. Now, look, you haven't played the wheel before?
No, never played. I hear it all the time, though. Big fan.
You're a male?
Sometimes.
Okay. Are you aged between 25 and 45?
Below.
Okay, so you're between 20 and, say, 25?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Right in the demo sweet spot.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
What size shoe are you, Hayden?
12.
Okay.
Every time. Yeah. Massive feet.
Huge. Okay.
What's that about? What do you do, Hayden, by the way?
Building.
Good on you, mate.
Mm-hmm. And are you a potato and gravy fan?
Oh, yes. Love a bit of potatoes and gravy.
Bit of research.
Do you like to dip your chips in the potato and gravy?
Yeah, isn't that what you meant to do?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Exactly right.
Do you go for extra seasoning, Hayden?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
Finally, if you've picked up some KFC from, say, a drive-through, you're driving home by yourself, are you putting the KFC in the boot or the back of the car where you're driving?
Who puts it in their boot?
Well, some people do, so that, you know...
So they don't eat it on the way home.
Yeah, or do you put it in the passenger seat and maybe just have a few chips and grab a little wing or a drumstick?
I'd probably go for passenger seat or a lap.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
Actually, that's a really good point, Lee. I must admit that I like to rip a bit of flesh or a bit of skin off the chicken while I'm going home.
Yeah.
You know that little sort of knobby bit that you get on the thigh? The little, it's like a little pocket of flesh. You just pull that off. Beautiful, mate.
all right. Now let's get into the game itself. You know how it works. Any questions up to this point?
No.
So, hard, medium or soft, Hayden?
Can I go for a hard?
Hard, okay. Clockwise, anti-clockwise?
We'll go anti-clockwise.
Hard,
Hey, fellas.
Yeah, mate.
Can I spin it?
Yeah. Jeez, mate.
Can I?
It's your first week on the panel. Hayden, are you okay if Tom spins it?
Is he good?
Well, we don't know. He's never spun it before.
He's never spun it before, mate. So, all right. We'll let you do it. Hard anti, please, Tom. Away you go, mate.
Here we go.
Spin him.
Good start.
That's flying. Look at that.
Where it ends up, though, Tom. That's the important one. Oh, unbelievable. That's some beginner's luck there on Tom's behalf. Tell him what he's won, Jason.
You, Hayden, my friend, have won a $100 KFC voucher.
Good stuff. Woo!
You're welcome,
Brilliant.
I've got an idea. You know all the people that have won the KFC Wheel of Chicken?
Yes.
During a year. I reckon we reunite them all at a big party at the end of the year. So it'd be like, how many people? There'd be 50 odd, 45 people.
Yep.
All come to this one place. We put KFC on.
The Wheel of Chicken Bonanza.
The Wheel of Chicken Ball.
I'd be down for that.
Sounds good. Hayden, mate, you enjoy that, man, and stay on the line and Petra will get all your details. You have a great day, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate.
That'd be a real who's who in the social pages, wouldn't it?
Hell yes.
Spotted
When
here
we fly people
at the
up
Wheel
and
of
all that
Chicken
sort of
Ball
stuff.
with Jason Hoyt and estranged wife. Yeah.
I wear my tux and everything.
You get a chance to play that next week, of course. What's happening now?
We're going to a break, I believe.
Good.
Supergroup there on Radio Hodaki Wednesday afternoon. Now, Radio Hodaki and Fiji Airways presents Bhuja Vinaka. You and two mates could be joining Lee, myself and Matt Ward from Bhuja. Poolside at Doubletree Resort by Hilton Hotel Fiji, Sonosali Island. You'll enjoy 4 nights of sun, sand and cocktails and maybe a spot of fishing too. All thanks to Fiji Airways. Welcome to our home. To get in the draw, register at hodaki.co.nz and be ready to answer your phone saying Bhuja Vinaka. So let's get into it, shall we, Tom, and give some people a call.
Come to Fiji Island. Bhuja Vinaka. Bhuja Vinaka.
All thanks to Fiji Airways. Welcome to our home.
Here we go.
Well, that's real drama, that is.
Hello?
No.
It had to be Bhuja Vinaka. Never mind. Lost that caller anyway. I'll be wondering what the hell's going on. Which we kind of all are in a way. Most of the time. Let's give another call out there and see how we go.
Put 100 bucks on this.
Okay.
Storing it.
Suppose we could sort of chit-chat in between, but
I think we can let this one go.
You've got through to voicemail for 02.
Do you want to leave a message and tell him what he missed out on?
7.
no, we don't. No, let's make another call. What are you having for tea tonight, by the way?
I might KFC it up.
Yeah, same actually. To be honest. Here we go. One more call.
Bhuja Vinaka.
Hey! Oh, yes! Heidi! How you going?
Good, thank you.
It is Heidi, isn't it?
It is.
Fantastic. Now, Heidi, you'd be pretty keen on going to Fiji for 4 nights, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
Take a couple of mates. Who would you take with you if you had a choice?
Ooh, maybe the husband.
Yes. And one other person, maybe like
one other.
Yeah.
Third wheel.
Obviously. Hey, Heidi, congratulations. You're going in that draw. So
Thank you.
Stay on the line. Good luck to you. And Petra will sort you out in Studio B. How does that sound?
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Heidi.
So that's how it's done, New Zealand.
Do you
Answer
know-
the phone with confidence. Bhuja Vinaka.
Listen, I think we've had 7 people go through in the draw so far, and 6 have been women. What does that tell you, Lee Hart? Someone's paying attention.
Someone's paying attention, that's right. It could be us and 3 women in Fiji. Could complicate things, couldn't it?
In what way? In what way?
Why are you rubbing your hands, Jace?
Oh, Tom. In what way would it make it complicated?
I wouldn't make it any more complicated than... I'm just saying it would be interesting.
I'd actually probably, in some ways, would prefer that.
Yep.
You know, I've got a household of young women and my wife, and all my life as a sort
I
of
thought you'd
father,
want to get away from that.
You know, I'm used to the female energy, so I feel quite comfortable with that. What were you meaning?
Well, I don't know. It was just...
I mean, it's cool. I happen to agree with you. Rubbing my hands, Tom. Can we have a word after the show, please, mate? In the meantime, here's Led Zeppelin.
Hey, mama said the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove.
Smashing Pumpkins here on Radio Hodaki. Can I just say, mate, you've been on fire today.
Oh, thanks, man.
You've been really on fire.
Well, you know, I really put a lot of effort into it today, and I did a bit of prep this morning. I really felt, you know, but hey, you've been great as well, man.
Oh, thanks,
awesome.
mate. And Tom, you've been great too, mate.
I reckon you guys have been pretty good today.
Oh,
too.
yeah, well,
man.
no, I suppose specifically Lee today,
Yeah,
but
we're
you
on
know what I
hands,
mean?
man. This is what we do.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to see you come through like that, like an old seasoned pro, I mean, it makes me quite emotional.
Yeah,
you know?
same actually. It's sending the elevator back down, which has always been a big theory of ours, and to see the young bucks coming through and taking the mantle by you know, you just really taking a good grip of it.
Even if like, you know, they send the service lift down even.
Yeah.
People come up in it, you know.
Yes. But good on you, man.
I don't think I've ever seen you guys well up, but you both got misty eyes looking at me.
Quite emotional.
Well, you know,
We just feel like, you know, we've achieved a lot with this show, but I feel that sometimes our biggest achievements, the lives we've changed that have worked on the show. You know, the people that have come through. And,
absolutely, yeah.
You know, it's not
Yeah.
about the shows. It's not about patting ourselves on the back or the ratings. Okay, that's all good. It helps. But when I see someone like you coming on here, he was pretty much had no confidence, broken man.
Yeah.
I
Coming
was living
here,
in a tent when I started.
living in a tent.
You were like a rescue dog.
Yeah.
You know,
soppy dog.
you're just
That's
sort
right.
of cowering in the corner
Like
there.
a dog that's about to be put down,
Yeah.
put to sleep. You know?
You were.
came in here.
You were.
You came in
But
here.
it just come in out of a
had
massive
nothing
storm.
going for you.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know about nothing.
You know, and all of a sudden, a bit of time with us and a bit of confidence rubs off on you. It's just great to see. It really is.
It is. I know what you mean. I'm quite emotional too now. I'm choking up a bit. Good on you, mate.
Someone's texted in here. Jace. I'm sure you can see this text. G'day, guys. Love the show. Listening here over in Aussie.
Yep.
When's Wakachangi available in Aussie?
Okay, quick.
Well, and I tell you
them.
what, it's there now in
Yes.
the Dan Murphy's stores.
Nice.
If you know someone in Aussie, tell them to get to Dan Murphy's and get hold of some of the Wakachangi, okay?
Whereabouts? And
Dan Murphy's in Australia, nationwide.
Good stuff, mate.
Spread it.
Plenty more after
Great
6.
job, Tom. Great job.
Bhuja with KFC's Surf Safe Burger Bundle. This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
Yes, indeed. Sure is nice to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, New Zealand, across this great nation of ours.
Certainly is, mate. Now, Jason, have you seen the movie yet, The First Man in the Space one? I keep getting on that. Neil
I
Armstrong
still haven't
story.
seen it.
Beautiful, great story.
I still haven't seen it,
They
to be
could have done
honest.
it better, I think, but still a great. You want to go see that?
Yeah.
Because I know you're a big fan of NASA and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I am a big fan of NASA, actually. I sort of get it from you. Weren't NASA, actually, just on that note, the first people to sort of come up with the whole Velcro idea?
Oh, yeah, ballpoint pens,
Yeah,
Velcro.
pins, Velcro, all that sort of
We're
stuff.
not sure about the Velcro one. I think they did, because you got to remember, you know how that came about, don't you?
No.
Buzz Aldrin, I think it was, in the space program, one of the astronauts. Well, there was a couple of them involved. They kept getting. You ever got your testicles caught in a zipper, like a jeans zipper?
Have I?
Yeah. So the original spacesuits that they were wearing in the capsule.
More my foreskin, but yes, I have caught
Well,
my
either or.
testicles. Yeah.
You know, I don't think it really matters once it's occurred.
Yeah.
Is that, a standard zip, if you're catching a good chunk of your scrotum, or perhaps in your case, the foreskin in the zipper.
Yeah.
And you're 20,000 K from Earth up in, there's no help up in space.
No, there
And
isn't,
that's
mate.
happened,
And it really
no one
gets
can
in
hear
that
you
zip.
scream in space.
No,
when that
that's
happens.
true. It really gets in there, doesn't it?
And you're going to lose the air tightness too. You can't do a spacewalk with your testicles caught in your zipper. Or imagine being walking on the moon.
Yeah, and you've got your foreskin in your zip.
You're trying to get the other guy to.
You'd definitely be hopping.
Yeah, and they couldn't have button-up flyers, of course, in spacesuits.
No.
So they opted for the Velcro to seal it down. And
Wow, that's amazing. So that's how it came about.
Yeah, as mainly Buzz Aldrin, I think, had a real knack of getting it caught in the zip.
Right.
Just pre-launch all the time. He's always delaying launches while they tried to
get it out of
undo
it.
Do you pull it up further, or do you pull it down?
Yeah, or do you just pull it out? Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Get the space surgeon in here quick. It's the last thing you need about to launch.
True, mate, true. Oh, there you go. An interesting fact for all the listeners out there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go and see that movie, by the way. Let's go to a tune, shall we?
This life is more than just a read-through.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on Radio Hodaki Wednesday afternoon. I'm just looking at the log here, Lee.
Yep.
And I'm just saying it's got typed in here, Lee wants to try something.
Yeah, okay.
Do you recognise that?
I do, actually. This is right up your alley. Now, look.
Excuse me?
Yeah, this is something you should be interested in here.
Okay. It's not... Okay, no, go.
I'm always pitching ideas to you, perhaps to invest in.
Yes.
This is a great opportunity for you. Now, look, we're opening up a new restaurant. A whole chain of them.
When you say we, who are you talking about?
Well, I've got some investors together, and I'm hoping you might want to put in.
Okay, yep.
It's a restaurant called Great Uncle Kenny's. Okay?
Yes.
It's a BYO restaurant with a difference.
Is it kind of... I'm getting the vibe of a Cobb & Co. type family sort of vibe going on. Is that what you're looking at?
Well, as I say, it's BYO with a difference because you bring your own food.
Oh, okay.
So what we're supplying there is the venue and a bar and the atmosphere. The toilets, the music, this kind of stuff. And people can bring their own food in from home and just dine. People that sort of live at home by themselves and stuff and don't often eat out.
What a brilliant idea.
So you take what you
have live bands and stuff
you
maybe
can
going
do.
on?
On the right could be some guy having his rice and heating that up. You'd heat stuff up for people.
Yeah.
Another guy could be having a roast, but you bring it in. Bring your meal in.
And you know what you could, mate, that is seriously such a good idea. And what you could actually do is have, sort of specialty nights.
Yep.
Like singles night, where people who would be sitting at home on the couch with their single meal there, maybe watching a bit of telly, feeling a bit forlorn and lost.
Yep.
They can go to Great Uncle Kenny's and maybe meet similar people in
That's right.
similar situation.
And you don't have any issues with food. Maybe you've got a whole lot of microwaves that you can reheat stuff, and this kind of stuff. But other than that, you're not paying for chefs. You're not paying for waiter staff. Very simple. Low risk. You could think of it too. You could have Italian night where you can only bring in Italian dishes.
foods. Yeah, look, I think that's a brilliant idea. So what would it be called? Uncle Kenny's?
Yeah, Great Uncle Kenny's.
Big dine-in?
Yeah. Big diner.
Mate, how much do you want? How much are you looking for?
A couple of $100K. At this point?
Couple of $100K. Right, okay. Can I get back to you on that?
Yeah, no problem. If you want to come along and check it out, I could get you along there for an open night and you could feel how the vibe works.
Oh, look, I'm absolutely...
And you're encouraged to bring your kids too.
Look, I'm absolutely convinced on the idea.
But there's a bar, of course, serving all the top beers and stuff there.
Yes.
And you can take your kids. And in the car park outside, you've got cameras up in the car park. So if you leave your kids in the car, the cameras can show up on TV.
Oh, right, so you can just see them on the screen there and go, oh, is it good as gold.
Yeah.
And microwave some popcorn for them and take it out to them and...
Just putting a twist on it. You know, when you go to a food hall,
yes,
they all share the same tables and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Different restaurants, different cafes. Same thing here. You bring your own food in. We're supplying the venue. Just a thought.
Bloody good thought, mate.
What do you
Bloody
think,
good
Tom?
thought.
You don't look convinced.
Well, it kind of just sounds like a staff room with alcohol in it.
The staff room.
No,
that's
but
good
it's
enough.
going to have decorations. It's going to have music going on. I imagine there'll be a few TV sets around playing movies or stuff
yeah.
like that. Sports, that kind of
into
thing.
the idea.
I mean, you could have a sports section.
Well,
you
you'd
could
bring
have
all your food in there, and you'd give it to the waiter who takes it out back.
Yeah.
Then he'll come out later on and go, I see you finished your main, so I hope it was nice. Would you like your dessert now?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he'll go out and get it and bring it back for you.
And you could have really nice, like Uncle Kenny plates.
Yeah.
And bowls and stuff
That's
that
it.
had Uncle Kenny's sort of face
Yeah,
on it.
you're talking.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Couple of 100K?
Yeah, 200K.
I'm in, mate. I'm in. In the meantime, here's Weezer. Oh, yes, indeed, buddy. Holly there on Weezer.
I tell you what people do care about, though, Jason.
Not on Weezer. Weezer, not on Weezer.
They care about jobs, situations, vacant, things like that. And
I
we're here to
certainly
help.
do. I certainly do. We've got a new segment, and it's called, very simply, Bhuja Vacancies, Trade and Services. You got a sting for that, Tom?
Okay, get in touch if you're interested in any of the following. A chef, Indian cuisine. This is a restaurant after a tandoori chef. If you think you can fill that need, there you go.
You don't have to be Indian to apply for that, obviously.
I don't think they can say. I don't think they're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
It says Indian cuisine.
Because I know that when you go to restaurants, say when you go to you've been to an Indian... Remember Steve's Indian restaurant?
Yeah.
And Steve's a European guy. And initially, you were sort of thrown off by that. You were thinking, that's weird that a European guy is running an Indian restaurant. Is that okay?
He's actually running a Chinese restaurant now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Which just goes to show, of course, it doesn't matter. As long as you can cook the food, then you can go and do the job.
It's called Steve's Little China. And he's running that.
Does he do dumplings?
I think he does, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Also, we got here Thai massage. Oh, no, this isn't a job. This is...
Is that under therapeutic massage by any chance?
It's under... This is what amazes me. You've got the chef, the tandoori chef, next door to an experienced carpenter, a tiler, and then a amazing Emmy, who is like an adult masseuse. It's all locked in together here, you see.
What does that mean, an adult masseuse?
I don't know, but you'd hate to get the numbers, mucked up, and you've got some sort of...
Well, you're applying for the job in the Indian restaurant and you end up with...
I've been more worried about her tiling your house, to be honest.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Maggie,
but you wouldn't be
sensual massage, discreet. Tyler,
Right.
he said he's discreet as well. Why would a tiler need to be discreet?
Well, I think people get a bit weird about their tiles.
I think if someone's up on your roof putting a tile roof on, you know he's there.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not something that you can sort of hide very easily, to be fair. That's a fair point.
Here's another interesting couple of jobs can involve interest you.
What, me specifically, or the listeners?
Wanted, NZME. 2 radio afternoon host DJs for 2019. Doesn't say what station. NZME, that's us, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's our station, isn't it? What, two
drive show
hosts
needed for 2019. Working with small but friendly team.
Well, I mean, you can't get much smaller than Radio Hodaki.
Were you suggesting that that's our job?
Well, you heard anything, Tom?
No.
Look at this.
Be the last to know.
You'll need to take direction. Equally important, your sense of humour. And a ready smile.
So obviously they're looking for like a comedy sort of drive show type thing. Is it? It NZME. Drive.
Yeah. God. I have to talk to Mike Lane about this.
Jeez.
Vacancy.
No, 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, at least we've got a couple of months. Couple more paychecks. Just be enough to...
And Candy, of course, she's 39, busty, friendly and polite. Air hostess.
There you go. Here's Trickle Down, Fat Freddy's job.
Basically, I shoved it right up my ass. But we've got time for star signs.
You didn't have to do it right up there, did you?
Apparently it won't work if you don't.
Well, no, you only need to go mid-range with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's probably why it's not working for you, actually.
Okay.
Speaking of which, you know how do you want to do star signs?
No, not now, no.
Oh, okay. But we do have time for star signs if you want to do star. Are you into star signs?
I'm just waiting for a couple more to come in. I've got Scorpio and November, Scorpio and Pisces.
Right.
A little slow coming in today, so I'll just wait on them. And then I might do them all together a bit later on.
Okay, well, we're sort of running out of time in this show, but no, that's fine if you want to do them later on. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that will be waiting with bated breath.
Or should I do them tomorrow?
Well, no, you can't because I'm doing Today in History tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, we can still
Tomorrow,
do... No, I'm doing Today in History tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
So you can do your star signs.
Tomorrow
maybe.
in history.
No, I'm doing Today in History tomorrow. We've been through this. We don't want to get into this again.
We're on the lights.
Yeah, no, look, I know we're on. I'm just saying I'm going to do Today in History tomorrow, so you can't really do your star signs. You could do it on Friday.
Yeah, but for that, if it's history, it doesn't really matter when you do it, as long as it wasn't today's history. You know, you can go back as far as you like in history.
No, I'm not going to do Today's History tomorrow. And what I'm saying is the whole Today in History thing I'm going to do tomorrow.
Okay.
So
you don't want to swap that out for star signs?
So, well, I can if you want. I could do Today in History on Friday. But then it'll have to be Friday's Today in History, not Thursday's.
Just that the star signs I've got won't keep to Friday. They roll over tomorrow. So I've only got today and tomorrow to pretty much to do these. Otherwise, what do you call it? Capricorn and Leo. They're going to be the first to go out of date. The others would probably keep to Friday.
Okay. Well, look, I'm easy and open to any option. I'm happy to do Today in History on Friday if you want to do the star signs on Thursday.
Okay.
Or I can do Today in History tomorrow, and you can do star signs now. It's really your call.
I'll just do 6 star signs tomorrow.
Okay.
And do the rest on Friday.
Okay, will they still be relevant on Friday?
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make sure the relevant ones
Are they daily ones or like weekly ones?
Monthly.
Oh, monthly. Okay, well, that'll be fine then. So you do that on Thursday and Friday, and I'll do Today in History tomorrow.
And that's daily history?
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow's history, not today's history. Yeah, good. Okay, that sounds good, mate.
All sorted?
Yeah, no, I think so. Listen, are we going into ads here? Are they good ads, Tom?
The best, mate.
Okay, good. Play them, please.
Bhuja with KFC's Surf Safe Burger Bundle.
She's Kerosene there. The Interrupters on Daily Bhuja Wednesday afternoon.
Big news, of course, this week. Bird of the Year was announced, and all the big media, top media people are talking about that, as they should. And thoughts on that, Jace?
Yeah, well, I believe that the kiriru was the winner this year.
Which is like the wood pigeon,
Yeah, the wood pigeon. I get a lot of kiriru around my house, actually, and I always look at them and think, whoa, there's some good eating there.
Yeah, definitely.
They're massively fat and plump. I can imagine that they have very tasty breasts.
5,833 votes for that. The kakapo, 3,772.
Extraordinary bird, the kakapo.
The kaki, or black stilt, kaki, is it? 2,995. Then you got the Kia, 1,984 votes for the Kia. Great bird, the Kia. Got one issue with this whole thing.
Yeah, tell me about
Where
it.
the hell was the Bhuja Hawk?
Yeah, well, I think the Bhuja Hawk should have been right up there, and actually, if we had been more onto it in terms of Bird of the Year, we would have put the Bhuja Hawk in
Could you
there.
vote for it? I mean, this is what annoys me about these surveys, that they always have them in TV Guide, best TV show or something, right?
Yeah.
And they only list 5 that you can vote for, you know, and like Moon TV, where was that?
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll have other stupid things in there, and then or the best TV personality, all this sort of stuff, and you're not even listed, so they can't vote on you.
Yeah.
Well, Bhuja Hawk should have been in there.
Well, it should have been in there. And look, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I totally agree. And I think if the Bhuja Hawk was in there, actually the Bhuja Hawk would have won.
Well, think of all our listeners. Do you think they would have voted for the Bhuja Hawk?
I think they would have voted for the Bhuja. You would have voted for the Bhuja Hawk, wouldn't you, Tom?
I did, but that wasn't counted because it wasn't in a competition.
Well,
Well, there you
right.
go. This is the issue I have with these kinds of surveys. They're feeding you the information already. This is your options. Now choose one.
Yeah. It's kind of like voting in a way, isn't it? It's like, well, I don't like any of those options. So what do I? And then people say, well, if you don't vote, don't bleat.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate all of them. I don't want to vote for any of those people.
Exactly.
Especially local council politics. I don't even know who they are. I've never heard of them. Why should I vote for them?
Coming up after the break, local politician Kerry Woodhill is joining us on the show to discuss local politics and things like that.
Oh, looking forward to that. That'll be good. That'll be good.
Bhuja.
As long as I want you, baby, it's alright.
Woo! Real mixed emotions at the moment.
You mate, why is that?
I don't know. I mean, I thought there were some good moments in that show. I thought, what did you learn, Tom? What did you take out of that experience today?
Well, just looking at the text in here, there's one that's just come through. That was the best 3 hours of Bhuja I've ever heard in my life.
Isn't it interesting how...
Must be a new listener.
Everyone has a different perspective on the shows.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you, Lee. There were moments... I wonder if it's... you remember the great All Black side and the great Auckland side of the 80s? They were always trying to play the perfect game of rugby. And it's like that with radio. We're always trying to do the perfect radio show. I don't know that it's
unachievable.
Possible. I don't know that it's achievable. Because you might do 10 great voice breaks in a row and then do a real shithouse one.
Well, the day that you accept you can't do any better, you might as well get out of radio.
Well, that's true, mate. That's true. That's true. Not to say we don't appreciate that texter's view. Good on him or her for finding it the best show that we've ever done. I'll take that.
Yeah.
God knows we get
with
enough...
With a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt. We get enough on the other side of that equation too, saying that you guys are crap. So, you got to take the good with the bad, as it were.
I thought it was good halfway through the show there, how we helped a lot of people technically with their radios. That's a lot of the radio talkback isn't normally how to readjust their radio, or a lot of them had their radios too loud.
Mate, can I be honest with you? It was a revelation to me, and I found it helpful. So many things that you talked about in that segment were things that I struggle with all the time with my radio. You know what I mean?
Getting the most out of your radio. I mean, getting the mids, the tones.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got different voices. How do you get the best out of the whole show overall off your particular radio?
Yeah, and
that was the key today, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a tinny radio show either.
Yeah.
Tom, don't forget Lee's going to be wanting to have a bit of a debrief after the show. You did a great job today, buddy.
Doing that again.
But he just likes to make sure that you're on top of your game, because often what happens when you have a good show is that you sort of sit back and relax and think, I've nailed this. Next show, disaster.
And bring your sports gear. Okay.
Good stuff. Hey, New Zealand, it's been great having your company this Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Until then, from Lee, myself, and Tom, Bhuja to you.
Bhuja Vinaka.